What's going on, guys? So today I am going to be doing a different type of video. You'll notice that the video is actually titled Back to Basics, and the reason why is because I wanted to go over a couple of things that I taught in my earlier videos, because again, when I first started out, I didn't know what I was doing. It was also my first time in front of a camera, so I wasn't quite comfortable enough to, record, I guess is what you could say. But without further this is the first thing I wanted to talk about, which is the mechanics grip. Now, my original tutorial on this was like a 2-minute long video. I kind of stumbled along with my words and everything. I also didn't know how to edit it at the time, so it was just kind of like a video that I wanted to hurry up, get on there, and try to get my YouTube channel established. But this is the mechanics grip, and you want to do this if you want to pick up magic. You want to be a magician, professionals use this a lot of times, and you'll also see people holding it like this when they're dealing out cards. So even if you're not a professional magician or anything, you'll oftentimes see people hold it like this. And in case you don't hold it like this is why I wanted to teach it. Mechanics grip is great from going, again, dealing cards, or you can go straight from mechanics grip to spreading, a pack of cards. Or the marble tilt is another excellent example of, holding the cards in mechanics grip, and it looks like the cards are going in the middle, but it's not, and that's another reason why the mechanics grip is so important. So just go over it a couple times. The 30 fingers along this side, index fingers resting on top, and then the thumb is resting on the side. It's just resting comfortably in your hand. Play around with it, figure out what's comfortable for you, and yeah, that's it. So second thing I wanted to talk about in this video is spreading cards. So when you go from mechanics grip to spreading of the cards, you're going to start pushing over with your left thumb. Your right hand comes over, and you're going to grip between your index finger and thumb. That first like 34 cards, your thumb is going to start pushing away from your right hand as your fingers start extending underneath, and you just keep pushing while gripping, and that's what the bottom of the hands look like underneath. And you just have a nice spread of cards. So when done fast, you just go like that, boom. Very easy. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check out my tutorial on that. But yeah, that's just how you spread the pack of cards. The third and final thing I wanted to talk about in this video was the double lift. So the double lift is, very important. One thing I forgot to mention in my actual tutorial is, it's taking two cards and making it look like one. So that's what the double lift is. It's also called the push-off double lift, which the title for my double lift is just double lift. I, for some reason, didn't title it the push-off double lift, mostly because, this is kind of a variation of the push-up double lift, which looks like that. The actual push-off double lift, you lift up the deck like this, push over, grip two cards, and then you do it, and I just ended up grabbing 3 cards. So there's a few reasons why I don't do the actual push-off double lift. But the first reason is because, again, you might somehow grab 30 cards, or maybe more than that. And the second thing is, I don't think it's quite natural to lift up the deck like this and then grab the cards. Like, why wouldn't you just turn over the card like this? Which is why I use my version of the push-off double lift, which is where you use the pinky count, which, you know, I've taught before. And again, I'll leave a link in the description below for that, which is where you pull down on the cards like this, get a break under 2 cards, then you go into the same movement that you would for the normal push-off double lift and get into, you know, the double lift. And again, it's taking 2 cards, making it look like 1 card. And it's the reason why that's important is because there's effects like the ambitious card routine where, you know, like, let's say their card's taken from the top, but you wanted to make it look like it jumped to the top, like after doing the Marlowe tilt, snap their fingers and it jumps to the top. Well, you've taken 2 cards and made it look like 1. That's why the push-off, you know, not just the push-off double lift, but the double lift in just as a whole is really important. You know, it's one of the top moves that you want to learn, just because, and you don't want to use it too much. Like, I know a lot of, you know, beginners, whatever, use it a lot just because it is such a good move. But, you know, you don't want to like overuse it. Use it in the routines that require it, but don't try to use it too much. But, you know, if you want to learn how to do the push-off double lift, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can, you know, check that one out and, you know, get into it. I do recommend you checking out the double lift tutorial though, just because it is really important to learn. Yeah guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do have other, you know, videos that I'm going to be teaching on this channel, other tutorials, not just going back to the basics, but like, you know, actual cool effects that I'll be showing on here. I'm not going to actually necessarily teach, but I'll show it to you and I'll kind of talk about like why they're important to learn, important to purchase. Well, not important to purchase, but yeah, if you want to have some of the best effects out there, you do want to purchase them. You know, you want the best effects. Sadly, you got to purchase them because, you know, people that came up with them, they're going to sell it, but it's worth it. You know, it's definitely worth it because, you know, I've purchased quite a few illusions effects and gone out and blown people's minds. So I would definitely recommend, you know, purchasing effect. You know, up to you though. You know, you can continue learning from here. I do have, like I said, some cool content coming out. But I'll see you guys next time, and always live what you learn.